Hello everybody, so this is a follow-up video to my previous video where I explained and ranked every Deltarune leitmotif from chapters 1 to 4. If you haven't checked it out, then please make sure to check it out first, because that's what started this whole series and I'm really having fun and existential dread trying to make these videos. Alright, so in this video we're going back even further, back to Undertale. Yep, the same Undertale that came out almost 10 years ago. And I was a little jet back then. I really thought the soundtrack was amazing. Even as a kid, I used to listen to Battle Against a True Hero and Spear of Justice and Bergen Truck and all those cool, even Megalovania, obviously. But now, when I think about it, I can hear more than I could hear back then. And now I am conveying my feelings so y'all could feel the same. So today we're going to be listening to all the major songs and leitmotifs used in Deltarune, which were originally composed and derived for Undertale. Now, if you're still not clear on the subject of leitmotifs, just check out my previous video. I cannot stress how important it is to watch my previous video before watching this. But in short, a leitmotif is a recurrent theme or a literary composition associated with a particular person, idea, or situation. In other words, a leitmotif is a short melody linked to a character, idea, or even an emotion. It shows up in different songs to remind you of that thing, even if the music sounds totally different. And we all know Toby Fox uses this a lot to tie these moments and characters back together. Some motifs are super obvious, some motifs are super hidden, but some are really subtle and you can only hear them if you're like a professional. If you start looking for it, you'll find it. Anyways, enough introductions, let's just get to it. So the main first leitmotif is Once Upon a Time. You can hear a Once Upon a Time leitmotif in Hometown. It gives, the homely feeling to Hometown, which they're trying to link something. I don't even know what they're trying to tell here. Now, the determination leitmotif, it's weird. It finds its way into the dark world, bringing familiar intensity to some of its tracks, but most of the times it sounds slightly off key, but it's totally there. Alright, now the Snowdin leitmotif shows up while mixing up from Hometown's music, giving it that same cozy and nostalgic vibe. Snowdin's theme is very important as it also has the dreams motif. Undyne and Gerson actually share the same motif. It's just a little different. I went over their whole student-mentor dynamic in my last video, and the music just ties it all together in a subtle but cool way. Your best nightmare shows up in the dark world, which is wild even considering that Flowey or Azrael isn't even supposed to be a part of the game. They're not in Deltarune. I mean, Azrael's off to college, but still, Flowey doesn't exist yet. But the fact that his theme keeps creeping into Deltarune makes me feel like there's something more that's going on than we're being told. Now there's Burn in Despair. Now Burn in Despair is another variation of Your Best Nightmare. It's only in a couple of songs, but it's still there. Now this one's my personal favorite. Battle Against a True Hero / Power of Neo. This is the Neo leitmotif. Power of Neo is a scrapped music from Undertale, which is being used in Deltarune, but it has been showing up in a lot of songs in Deltarune, and I am there for it. I love Power of Neo as a whole, bro. Now, in my previous video, many people asked me about Gaster's theme. Now, we know it shows up all over Deltarune. I was saving it up for this video. Now, it shows up mostly in bonus boss fights like the world revolving, and obviously Gaster's theme like another hymn. It's super subtle, often hiding inside other motives, because you know, Gaster's theme is like 3 notes. And I'm not even a music guy. I know it's like 3 notes. You go dun 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 dun. You know it. But for a character who's supposed to be erased, Gaster's presence is pretty loud. And obviously there's a ton more other songs. They're there individually, but they're not there as a whole motif. But I'm gonna play them one by one so you can like compare them side by side. So check it out. All right, so now that these ones are totally out of the way, just let me know if there's anything I missed. Now let me know if it's a leitmotif, a reference, something you think is cool, because a lot of people in comments just call me out and help me get better, bro. Get better at becoming a better fan. Now, definitely you guys need to drop all your comments. You just need to tell me like what is something I missed. And you know, I enjoy reading your comments, and a lot of people know how quickly I respond to every comment. If it's a comment asking me something, I'll just respond right away because I always am on my phone. And just let me know if there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't notice on my own. So ending this video, I want to say a huge thanks to all the support and the views recently. It's been really motivating to keep digging into this stuff and making more videos like this. So I just want to ask one thing. If you haven't considered subscribing, please subscribe. I'm on the road to 1,000 subs, and you know what? Every subscriber helps. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like. I don't know. I'll catch you guys later.